Alright, everybody, we should be live now. One, two, three, four. Two, three, four. Okay, audio sounds good. We're just going to set this up in Discord. And then we can begin. Pretty good games on the schedule. Let's take a look at the schedule quickly, and then we can get the show on the road. Have a few good games this week. Steelers, Ravens, I think should be fun. Caps, Cowboys. I think the Caps are going to be pretty decent this year. Bulldogs, Steamers, Cougars, Bills. I think the Cougars are going to be good again. Diablos, Jags is going to be interesting. This game is interesting. There are a lot of good games this week. So, I think the standings are just going to look very different than last year just because of still how even all of these teams are, which I think makes things interesting. What's good, Nick and Nick? Welcome. All right, let's pick a user here for this first game. So, since Carolina would obviously be home, there too, and Arizona's 1. Hey Siri, if you missed picking users, give me a number between 1 and 2. Give me a number between 1 and 2. 2? Alright, Carol, what the heck? Internet, is it working? It should be working. I think that pop-up message just comes up sometimes. So, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Tremblay will be very boom or bust. I agree. He's such a weird player. I don't know what to think of him, but I'm very curious to see how he does. He's definitely one of the players I'm going to keep my eyes out on this year. We missed the debut of the new GOAT. Sucks that we're not watching Phil Chippendale this week. Oh! Well, hello there, Apple. Welcome. Alright, since Rob isn't here, I guess we can pick the Panther jerseys. Do we want to go with their home blacks, the color rush, alternate? We could go with the throwback, although Carolina's old jerseys aren't that much a team. Any notable new players? Well, superstar-wise, I don't believe so. No, the Panthers were pretty quiet. They mainly stood pat, which, considering they won the OFL ball, I don't really blame them. Arizona made a few moves themselves, but nothing too spectacular, so these rosters are pretty similar. I think these teams played Week 1 last year, and if I remember correctly, it was a really good game. Color Rushes, I think I would pick the Color Rushes, too. So, I guess 2 votes for Color Rush. Can we see our overalls? I might do that later. That's probably a good idea. Because I imagine people probably are curious. Never vote for Color Rush. It looks like we want Color Rush. Let's do it. Season 2 is officially upon us. Week 1. I plan on doing mostly 2-week streams. I know before the trade deadline for Season 1, I usually did 1 week per stream, and then once we had the deadline, I did 2. I think I'm mainly going to do 2 weeks per stream. Obviously, this week we're only doing 1 since it's Week 1, but... Any interesting rookies? Well, the Panthers, I know, drafted poorly at the beginning, but they had all those hidden developments late. Cardinals, Justin Lane, the corner... No, Justin Turner is his name. I just made the trades. And Justin Lane was traded, I think, from the Ravens to the Steelers, so that's why his name is in my head. But Justin Turner was their first rounder. I think he's going to play. Reggie Rutledge, the wide receiver for the Cardinals, I think he's going to play. So that should be interesting. The second game, we certainly have some more notable rookies. Who did the Lions pick in the first round? I totally forget. Obviously, we know the Thunderbirds drafted Reggie Peters, who is pretty darn good. I totally forget who the Lions' top pick was, though. It was Aaron Nash, the wide receiver. Okay, I suppose that's fun. First game on Arcade. Hopefully this doesn't get ugly. I am fully expecting some ridiculous offensive stats, so 4 quarterbacks throw for 4 touchdowns, I really wouldn't be shocked. But we want the games to be a little more exciting than they were last year. We had too many, like, 10-7 games last year. 7-3, 17-10. With not a lot of yeets. We didn't have a bunch of yeets last year. Remember when J.K. Dobbins caught like 13 passes in that playoff game for the Panthers? We want yeets. And having Alexei Smirnov here for the Cardinals, he's definitely going to throw up some yeets. As the defending champion Panther offense, led by OFL ball champion Baker Mayfield, as he hands it off for Dobbins. Quick stop for Miles Jack, I believe, who I think has X Factor now. Miles Jack always goes up in dev every year in whatever franchise it is. This series, Jaguars franchise, really anytime I do some sort of experiment, he goes up to X Factor by the start of the third year. It's really weird. Good start from the Cardinal defense. Are we going to have more defense even with the arcade? I messed with the sliders a little bit, so I didn't want to make the offenses totally OP, but here's EA's pocket awareness. Baker Mayfield is sacked by Carl Nassib, so first 3 plays of the game are all losses of yards. Remember Buckshot? Buckshot 2 was such a legend. He was so good that one year out of nowhere. There were probably more 10-7 games last year in the OFL than NFL history. You're probably right. Yuslant, the man, the myth, the legend. Didn't he have X Factor? I think he had X Factor. Alright, here is the Cardinal offense. Hopefully we get some yeets from this man, Alexei Smirnov. The reigning NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year. I believe he's moved up to star development. So, that's good news for the Cardinals, and it looks like them picking him over Painter isn't as laughable as we thought it once was. And through their first seasons, Smirnov was better than Painter last year. Painter obviously is X Factor, and he's still the better prospect, but the sound is like 2 plays off, really? Here, hold on, let me make sure it's right. It is! Huh. You're right, yeah. The audio is like totally off. Alright, I'm gonna restart the stream. Okay, hold on. We'll be back in 1 minute, so